Right, I'm going to be talking about the Daisy Powerline 880. I've had a lot of requests to do this video, and I gotta confess that I've actually had this gun for the whole time, and I just didn't feel like reviewing it. I'll talk a little bit about that later, but I guess I'll just do a quick review. I apologize for shaky camera. I'm not sure how this will turn out on online, if it'll look bad or good. I don't have a tripod or anything set up. This is just my hand, so try to bear with me. We'll just talk about what comes in this thing. I got this from a friend, so I didn't get all the accessories with it, which I didn't really care. I only paid like $20 for the whole thing anyway, so it was a better deal than buying it new. This is where you get a clay target holder. This is where your clay targets would be. Most likely, if you look at my Walther SG 9000, where I'm shooting at the computer with the red targets, that's what would be in there, and that's what would be to hold it instead of a computer. In here would be pellets, free pellets, a whole whack load of them. Also, I think about 1,000 BBs in here would be there. Safety goggles, just like the Remington Airmaster 77. Get a free pair of goggles, that's always nice. Here's the gun, of course. I mean, it's the outline of it, that should be obvious enough. And it comes with a free scope. We'll flip the box on over. The goggles. I have no idea what came in there. I think that would be instruction manuals, all that other stuff. And here we have a nice kind of almost 1/1 scale kind of diagram of the rifle. Just talks about all the stuff. You can pause the video if you want to see the more details of this. Stock and form, I'm just going to tell you, that's pretty much just fancy words for plastic. It's nothing really more than that. And as you can see, the scope, precision accuracy, that's debatable. And here we have the specifications. We got the maximum velocity, 750 FPS, 750 or 715 FPS for a pellet. Of course, the BB travels faster than the pellets normally, so you get a bit of a drop with the pellet, but I think they're more accurate. I'm not too sure exactly, but if you're in Canada, I do believe that I'm not sure if they actually sell the 750 FPS in Canada or not, because I don't know. I know you can get the Remington Airmaster, which has the American version, which is 755 FPS, or the Canadian one, which is I think is like 700 or 490 FPS as well. But I'm not sure how that works. But if you're in Canada, you're most likely gonna get the 490 FPS. It's got overall length, as you can see, 37.6 inches. Weight, 3.7 pounds. Dual ammo, that's pretty good to have, just because it's a little convenient, because if you have don't really like BBs, or you prefer the pellets, or you prefer BBs, or you just want both, you get that option, so that's always good to have. That's all I can really say about the box. Talk about the scope. Lots of people always ask me about the scope, especially on the Remington Airmaster 77. The scope it's a a package deal scope. There's nothing in particular too special about it. It does work, sort of. I mean, I don't know. I'd prefer just using the iron sights. It's kind of, I don't even know if you can really adjust it that well. I just use the iron sights. Here we have the gun itself. As you can see, it's got I'm not sure if you can see, but this is the metal barrel right here. It goes all the way up here. Metal iron sights there. Turns into plastic right here. This is plastic. Screws are metal. Trigger is metal. The pump is plastic. Trigger guide plastic, plastic. Everything else is pretty much plastic. So the internals, I believe, are all metal. What should be in there, as you can see. What else can I say about this gun? It's got a BB reservoir right here. Put your BBs in there, and you shake it up, and kind of like the Remington Airmaster 77, it'll come out this side, and you can kind of like auto load your BBs in a way, sort of. It's a pump gun, so I mean you gotta take this out, and you pump it 10 times, or whatever, 7, 6, 5, it's up to you. It's definitely easier than the Remington Airmaster 77. I know everyone loves commenting on that, ooh, you're a puss. Yeah, well, I still stand by that the Remington Airmaster is a difficult weapon to pump after using it, I don't know, a couple hundred times. But anyways, this is definitely lighter. It's really easy. It feels actually kind of cheap, if you ask me. But, I mean, this is just kind of the gun. It's definitely a cheaper gun overall. One thing that I thought was very, very stupid is here's a safety right there. Now, I can't push it in. I cannot push it in no matter what. Why? It's because I have to cock this all the way back in order to push the safety in. And when I cock that back in, or whatever, then it's on the safety. Now, I think this is a stupid feature because, not because it has safety. Safety is always good to have. But the problem is that if I can't put it on safety when it's not in use, do you think I'm really going to remember to, put it on safety when I'm using it? Like, it's a very strange procedure. Generally, you can put your gun on safety when it's not in use, but you actually have to pretty much be using it, and you have to, load it up. Or you don't even have to load it up, it has to be blank or whatever. You put it back in, and then it's safe. But as soon as you take it off, you can pull the trigger, and if this was pumped, something's going to go flying out of there, whether it be air or a BB or pellet that you have in there, which I'm not sure if that makes much sense, what I'm saying. I hope I kind of getting across the main point, which is you cock the gun, then you can put it on safety, which that's just weird to me. I would prefer to have my gun on safety at all times, not cock my gun and then put it on safety, because at that point, I mean, let's admit it, I mean, there are people, just normal people, it doesn't matter. I know gun professionals probably do it all the time. I know they're probably going, no, we don't, because we're, gun professionals. But I'm sure if they had to cock the gun and then put on safety, someone's going to forget and someone might get hurt. So I don't like that. That's very, very weird, and they should have worked on that, I think, a little bit better. Overall, what do I think of this gun? It's a cheaper gun. I'm not sure the price exactly. I'll try to post that up. To be honest, I mean, if you want to get your kid this gun or something like that, it might be alright. I mean, it's a light gun. I mean, 3 pounds is not that much. And it's a low velocity gun, unless you're in the US and you get the high velocity gun. But for being low velocity, it might be good to start training your kid with it. It's not really something I think they'd be handing down to their grandkids or anything, just because it's not a very durable feeling thing. I mean, it can probably take a few drops. Not that you should be dropping this, but if that happened, it could probably take a few, but I would expect something to break. I mean, this is, I believe, hollow. I could probably break that open easily. This is pretty cheap. Handle's pretty cheap. I mean, everything feels kind of cheap, but that's just kind of the gun. It's a lower quality, I guess, gun, but it is for a lower price. Excuse the shaky camera again. But anyways, if you want to get this for like your kid or something like that, it might be a good idea to get it. I'm not going to shoot it off because it's really not that miraculous. It's slightly accurate, I guess, to a point. I mean, my pistols are probably better than this. I prefer my pistols over this, definitely, just because, I'm guessing this is about $40. I think you can get a better pistol for $40 than this rifle. But, yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Sorry it's not exactly as in-depth as you wanted to, but it's not that amazing, and I really just don't feel the need to take this any further other than me talking about it and showing you shaky camera angles of it. Anyways, so like I said, I'd recommend it if maybe you're trying to get your son, daughter, child or something into it. For an adult, I'd probably get something a bit higher quality, because if you want to get into this is just kind of a cheap, use me when you feel like it. So yeah, hope that sort of helped. I might try to make a video maybe if everyone really keeps bugging me about this gun, but other than that, hope you enjoy it. I'll have another video up very soon.